Famous singer and pianist Nat King Cole left behind a legacy, and his daughters Timbaland and Casey continue to just bring on his legacy with a new foundation they have. It's the Nat King Cole Generation Hope. They're here today to tell us all about how they're keeping the sound of music alive in South Florida schools. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
This is great.
It's great to be here.
Tell me how you came up with this project and why.
Well, we learned of the drastic budget cuts in the schools throughout South Florida, and the arts programs. We were just so taken aback by how drastic the arts programs are being cut. And children today they're virtually art starved because of this. And reading, when you and I were growing up, music was a part of our lives. Yes. Music was a part of our everyday activities in school. And we just realized that we believe that music should be as fundamental as reading and math. And therefore we just feel there's such a need to bring it back into the schools. And
how does the program work?
Well, we are about a year and a half, we like to say old. What we are doing is we are targeting schools in South Florida, elementary schools, middle schools, really, and high schools with needs for music instruments, needs for music sheets. We are looking into what we're doing is we are in contact with all the administrators from Palm Beach County, Broward, and Miami-Dade, and we are, with our board of directors, we are basically looking at different forms for what the different needs are for the schools. And it's very difficult because you can't give everything to everybody, so you have to basically figure out what their needs are and how you're going to go about allocating those funds.
And you've got a big event tomorrow, right?
We do. Our first donation will be to Miami Northwestern High School, and we will be giving them some instruments tomorrow morning.
Given to us by Sam Ash Music. And this is a school with an enormous alumni and a very big band department, but they're very much in need of instruments. And so we are going to drive on down there and give them out, and hopefully, again, just help keep that enriching children with
the
music
spirit alive
is what it's all about, and promoting self-esteem and creative growth is what they need, especially today in schools.
How can the community help? Because this is a tough year for any charity.
It is. Well, you can go to our website, which is www.natkingcolefoundation.org, and you can start there by writing us and telling us whatever your needs are, and if you'd like to sponsor us, that would be fantastic. We're always looking for corporate sponsors, and that's how you can get in touch with us, so we would be welcome.
And I know you all grew up with such incredible music in your home with your mom and dad.
We did.
And it would be such a tragedy if these kids don't have this opportunity.
That's right. And that's what our greater goal is, as I had said, Trina, is just to promote. It's not necessarily looking for virtuosos, or it's about instilling and reigniting music appreciation, promoting self-esteem and creative growth through the study, practice, and performance of music. That's what it's all about.
Yes.
And I know all year long you hold different events. Tell me about some of the different things you do to raise money for this cause.
Well, last November, we had our first gala at the Forge here in Miami, which was wonderful. It was about 150 people. We had a sit-down dinner. We had some wonderful entertainment. We had Saida Garrett perform, who wrote "Man in the Mirror" for Michael Jackson. I think she's written some songs for Jennifer Hudson. Yes, she was fantastic. And we had a wonderful Grammy Award producer and writer, Dennis Lambert, who was amazing. And Melanie Fiona, who's a new artist with Steve Rifkin's label, and we just raised a pretty good amount of money that evening. And it was at a time where the recession, with everything that's going on with the economy, we thought, oh, how are we going to pull this off? But God is good, and we were able to do so. So
we've had everything from bowling events.
Yeah, we just had a bowling event last week.
A lovely friend of ours gave us a fundraiser at her beautiful art gallery. So it's just whatever ways we can creatively figure out ways to raise money for our children who really need music put back in the schools.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Why should the everyday person that's out there care about this?
Because I think that music speaks to our hearts and it speaks to our souls. Music is a universal language, and I think particularly when you look at our father, who impacted so many millions of people with his music.
Yes, he did, and still does. 45 years
his
later.
universal appeal and what he did to enrich lives, children and adults, with music. It's just so important for us to be able to continue that legacy by starting this foundation and just making sure that music stays within our hearts, no matter how old we are or how young we are.
And I'm sure he's looking down from heaven, very, very proud of what you all are doing.
Thank you, Trina. Well, as he would say, the kids from 1 to 92. I think he says that in his Christmas song. So that's who we're trying to reach.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck. And anything we can do to help you here, we definitely
Thank you so much.
Trina.
Thank you.
Well, Timlin and Casey will present musical instruments to the band department at Miami Northwest Senior High School, as you heard, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. To learn how you can help and get involved, this is such a wonderful cause. Log on to natkingcolefoundation.org.